What if an entire air force could vanish underground? And nobody knew. Deep beneath the scorching Negev Desert, Israel built something the world wasn't supposed to see, a secret underground city carved into solid rock, designed to hide, shelter, and launch fighter jets in minutes. This isn't science fiction. This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is real, it's operational, and it changes everything you thought you knew about modern air power. Governments spend billions on stealth aircraft. But what if the real secret wasn't the plane? It was where you hid it? Stay locked in. Because what we're about to reveal goes far deeper than any radar can detect. From above, the Negev Desert looks like nothing. Endless stretches of dust, heat shimmer, and silence. No buildings, no fences, no obvious sign that anything of military significance exists for miles. And that is exactly the point. Beneath that desolate landscape, Israel's engineers and military planners constructed one of the most audacious infrastructure projects in modern military history. An underground facility so vast, so fortified, and so deeply buried that conventional bombs cannot reach it. This is not a storage bunker. This is not a command post. This is a fully operational underground airbase, capable of housing squadrons of fighter jets, fueling them, arming them, and launching them, all without ever being seen from above. To understand why Israel built this, you have to understand Israel's geography. The country is tiny, roughly the size of New Jersey. Its enemies surround it on multiple sides. A single successful missile strike on a conventional air base could cripple the entire Israeli Air Force in minutes. Decision makers in Tel Aviv understood this brutal arithmetic decades ago. Surface air bases are visible from satellites. They are soft targets. They can be destroyed before a single jet takes off. The solution was radical. Go underground. Build a fortress beneath the earth where no satellite photograph can expose your aircraft, no ballistic missile can reach your runway, and no enemy strike can ground your air force before it ever leaves the tarmac. Carving an underground city capable of housing fighter jets is not an engineering challenge. It is an engineering miracle. The tunnels must be wide enough for a fully armed F-16 with its wings spread. The ceilings must be tall enough for vertical movement equipment. The ventilation systems must handle jet exhaust without poisoning the personnel inside. Blast doors must seal instantly and withstand enormous pressure waves. Fuel lines, ammunition storage, maintenance bays, crew quarters, command centers, all of it had to be duplicated underground, reinforced against seismic activity, and designed to function independently of the surface world for extended periods. Israeli engineers, working in complete secrecy, achieved all of this. The sheer scale of what was built underground defies easy comprehension. The facility most closely associated with Israel's underground air power strategy is widely believed to be located near Keren, deep in the Negev. Although Israel maintains strict official silence about its underground military installations, consistent with its policy of strategic ambiguity, defense analysts, declassified foreign intelligence assessments, and satellite imagery have pieced together a compelling picture. The base is believed to include hardened aircraft shelters, carved directly into the mountain, capable of protecting aircraft from anything short of a direct nuclear strike. Runways emerge from what appear to be ordinary desert hillsides. From a distance, there is nothing remarkable to see. Up close, if you are allowed anywhere near it, the scale is jaw-dropping. What aircraft does Israel hide in these underground fortresses? Analysts believe the facilities are designed to shelter Israel's most advanced and irreplaceable assets. The jets that form the backbone of its strike capability, F-15 Eagles, F-16 Fighting Falcons, and increasingly the F-35I Adder, Israel's custom-configured fifth-generation stealth fighter, are all potential candidates for underground housing in wartime. The logic is simple. These are not aircraft you can replace quickly. Losing even a squadron of F-35s to a preemptive strike would be a catastrophic blow. Keeping them underground until the moment they are needed means Israel can absorb a first strike on its surface facilities and still launch a devastating counterattack, fully loaded, fully fueled, and ready for war. Israel did not invent the concept of underground air bases. During the Cold War, both NATO and Warsaw Pact nations built hardened underground aircraft shelters to survive a nuclear first strike. Norway carved bases into its fjords. Sweden buried entire air wings inside mountains. The Soviet Union constructed vast underground facilities across Eastern Europe. But Israel took this idea further than almost anyone. Cold War underground bases were largely designed for protection and dispersal. Israel's underground city was designed for sustained operations, not just surviving an attack, but continuing to fight from beneath the earth for days or weeks if necessary. It is the difference between a shelter and a fortress. Israel built the fortress. In military strategy, uncertainty is a weapon. Israel has mastered this. By never officially confirming the full extent of its underground facilities, Israel forces every adversary to plan for the worst-case scenario. If Iran, Hezbollah, or any hostile power is planning a massive strike designed to destroy Israel's air force on the ground, they must account for the possibility that the aircraft they are targeting are not where they appear to be. They might already be underground. The strike might accomplish nothing. This strategic ambiguity forces adversaries to waste resources, recalculate constantly, and hesitate at the critical moment. Secrecy in this context is not just about hiding assets. It is an active, deliberate psychological weapon aimed at paralyzing enemy decision-making before a single shot is fired. The existence of Israel's underground air city is not merely a historical curiosity. It is directly relevant to the most dangerous military standoff in the Middle East today. Iran has spent years developing ballistic missiles specifically designed to overwhelm Israeli air defenses and destroy its air bases in a massive first strike. Iranian military planners have publicly boasted about their ability to destroy Israel's air power capability within hours. But those calculations assume Israel's aircraft are on the surface. If Israel's most critical assets are already underground, inside hardened mountain fortresses no Iranian ballistic missile can currently penetrate, then Iran's entire first strike doctrine is built on a false premise. The underground city may already be quietly neutralizing Iran's most threatening military strategy. Israel's underground airbase concept is no longer a lowly experiment. Defense analysts worldwide have noted a surge in similar projects across the Middle East and Asia. The United Arab Emirates has invested heavily in hardened underground military infrastructure. Saudi Arabia has commissioned fortified air facilities, and in Asia, China has dramatically accelerated its construction of underground military tunnels and hardened bases throughout its coastal regions and beneath contested islands. Even the United States has revisited Cold War-era plans for hardened and underground base infrastructure as the threat of precision missile strikes from near-peer adversaries grows. Israel pioneered this approach out of existential necessity. Now every major military power is studying the blueprint and building their own version beneath the earth. Israel's secret underground city for fighter jets is more than a remarkable piece of military engineering. It is a window into how wars of the future will be fought and won in an era of satellite surveillance, hypersonic missiles, and precision strike warfare. The surface of the Earth is no longer safe for critical military assets. The future belongs to whoever can go deeper, hide smarter, and survive longer underground. Israel understood this decades before its rivals. While other air forces built gleaming surface bases photographed by enemy satellites, Israel carved its most precious military assets into the living rock beneath the Negev Desert. When the next great war in the Middle East begins, the aircraft that will decide its outcome may already be underground, waiting in the dark, engines cold, ready to rise. If this blew your mind, you are not alone. Israel's underground military world goes even deeper than what we covered today. Hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss a video, and smash the like button if this gave you something to think about. Drop a comment below. What do you think Iran's military planners are feeling right now, knowing those jets might already be underground? Share this with someone who thinks they know everything about the Middle East, because I guarantee they have not seen this. The next episode goes even further. You do not want to miss it.